Hi everyone, I am Dhriti Garg, final year master's student of Applied Economics at Christ University, Bengaluru. I obtained my undergraduate degree in Economics, Psychology and English Literature from Mount Carmel College, Bangalore University. My key interests lie in macroeconomics, public policy and geopolitics. Areas of art, literature and well-being also intrigue me. I aspire to be a serial entrepreneur and a policymaker in future. In this book, my focus has been on the United States of America and Germany. As drivers of international trade, both the economies draw a lot of attention on their macroeconomic policies. The current crisis has raised a gamut of questions on public policy all over the world. While the American management of the crisis has not been well received, effective German response, especially during the first wave of COVID-19, has been unanimously hailed by the international community. Therefore, there is a special emphasis on the healthcare systems in both the countries along with their fiscal and monetary response to the global healthcare emergency. As we look into the ongoing crisis and prescribe future course of action, it is highly imperative that we look back into the history for lessons. Well, American and German economic history is replete with many such lessons from history. Both the economies have battled many impediments to reach the success. Hopefully, you will enjoy reading the book Top 7 and gain many perspectives to the challenges which lie in front of us today. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Shireen Bangera. I'm currently pursuing my Master's in Applied Economics from Christ University. I did my Bachelor's in Psychology, Economics and Sociology from the same institute, which is also where I developed an inclination to research. I'm from Bangalore, but I've spent most of my life here in Bangalore, which is where I currently live. Through the course of writing this book, I spent a good amount of time researching primarily two countries, the United Kingdom and Japan, where the tone of the work focuses on how these countries came to be the significant economies they are today. It traces the key moments in their economic history all the way to the recent COVID-19 shock. So for the UK, the narrative begins with the origins of the Industrial Revolution and how they came to be the forerunners of it, further leading up to the dynamic between the European Union and the UK, moving on to Brexit, and finally how the country is coping with the pandemic. Coming to Japan, it tells the story of the country's post-World War miracle and how it quite literally rose from the ashes to become the high-tech, economically advanced country it is today. In this narrative, we cover the themes of Japan's novel policies in trade and military during the Restoration period, the lost decade where Japan entered its slump, and the Abenomics they adopted in dealing with this deflationary slump, leading up to the current pandemic shock. It was truly a pleasure writing this book in collaboration with the other authors, Dhriti, Mr. Chandrasekhar and Mr. Joshi, and I certainly hope you enjoy taking this historical route with us in knowing these economies better.
I am Joshi Joseph Karakunel, one of the authors of the book titled Top 7, An Economic History of Growth and Recessions. I am working at Christ University, Bangalore as an associate professor and head of the Department of Economics at the Central Campus in Bangalore. I've been in the field of teaching and research for the past 17 years. It's been a fascinating journey for me to look at the economic history of growth and recessions of the top 7 economies in the world, including the so-called advanced and emerging economies. I am very passionate about teaching papers like macroeconomics, managerial economics, and operations research. So for me, it's been a very enriching experience to see how these economies have grown over the past years, especially by addressing all the fluctuations in economic activities, then again by facing various challenges over these years. I found myself so engrossed in reading about some of these economies. I especially focused on the US, France, India and China. So when I was looking at the US economy, although this economy has 25% of global income currently, I found it has got enormous potential to retain the same status at least for few more decades, in the future. Similarly, there are a lot of challenges on the path of some of these advanced economies like France. Unless they are in a position to tackle these difficulties, it will be very difficult for these economies to maintain the top position in the years to come. On the other hand, we have economies like China and India, the so-called front runners in the emerging world. These two economies put together have the size of almost 20% of global income. Then again, when we look at the history of these two economies, we see that at some historical points in the past, we see these economies staying for many years as the most dominant economies in the world with very significant share of the global income. So when we look at the COVID management policies of these economies, I mean the kind of macroeconomic policies followed by all these economies during the times of COVID-19, we find drastic differences among the developed and developing economies. Again, we can find a lot of similarities. So it's been very enriching experience for me to look at all these aspects in terms of putting them together and comparing the present policies with a more desirable policy kit. So we have attempted to make a comparison between the advanced and the developing world in terms of how these economies attempted to address the issue of COVID-19 pandemic.
Hello everybody, I'm Chandrasekhar Kadipalli and I'm one of the co-authors of the book Top 7, An Economic History of Growth and Recessions with a profile for COVID-19 programs. I'm also the founder of IndianFolk.com, a platform for opinion analysis and insights on current events. I'm also the co-founder of Meddyne.com, which is a peer-to-peer platform for the consumption of healthy food in the metropolitan areas. Before founding Meddyne.com and IndianFolk.com, I was at the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, in Washington, D.C. for almost 8 years. And prior to that, I worked in procurement and supply chain for different companies in the US for almost a decade. I'm from Hyderabad, which is a city in the southern part of India, and I have an engineering degree from Osmania University campus and an MBA in finance from the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, in the US. As far as the book goes, most of my work was in looking at the US and French economies on how they had evolved from the age of enlightenment in the late 18th century all the way through the 19th century, specifically about US on how it had emerged from being an agrarian economy at the time of American Revolution to its current status as the most advanced economy in the world. I've also had some good discussions with my co-authors on the Indian economy and how the recent policy changes are impacting the nation. I've also looked at some of the technologies on how they had shaped the major economies in the last couple of decades, and how the new and upcoming technologies would reshape both the emerging and the advanced economies in the coming decades. I think all four of us, the co-authors, have put good amount of work in coming up with this book, and I hope interested readers would like it, and I look forward to getting some positive feedback from you all. Thank you so much.